to improve anti-pathogenic qi? Where does the anti-pathogenic qi comes from? Food, food qi, food with good sleep combined with qi transformation equal anti-pathogenic qi. A plus B multiplied by C equal D kind of thing. Very easy, very easy. So how the qi transformation happens? So this is a qi transformation. Food you eat, so there's an organic, non-GMO superfood, let's say it's here. And then let's say you do sleep good. So what do you need? What you need is the healthy qi transformation. So let's talk about what happens in qi transformation. A little bit complicating, but in general, the food, what you eat, here's your booster juice, booster smoothie. Booster juice smoothie is here. That goes to stomach and spleen. Well, more like stomach. So in the stomach, this booster juice is going to get digested. And then the stomach extract the food qi, the qi of the food, out from the food. Because, again, you need both yin and yang. Yin nourishment is yin and yang because the yang is heaven and the yin is the earth. Yin nourishment comes from the earth, so that's your food, that's your vegetable, that's your grains, that's anything that comes from the mercy of the earth. And then heaven or the air, right? So the nourishment of the yang also needs the good breathing, good air, good breathing. So this yin and yang is combined in the chest. So food goes to the stomach, but before going to the chest, the food qi needs to be extracted, absorbed from the food. And who does that? The stomach does that. But the stomach, if the stomach is not healthy and unable to extract the essence of the food, what goes to the chest is scanned. So you need a good food, but you need also the good stomach. By the way, booster juice won't give you a good stomach because vegetable juice is too cold. Nothing cold. We'll talk about what food is good for the stomach, but the cold vegetable juice won't give you what you need in general if it's cold. So anyway, so the food essence goes to extracted from the stomach, from the food, goes to the chest. Fresh air through the healthy amount, adequate amount of the exercise goes to the chest. In the chest, food essence and air essence is mixed, combined with kidney yuan qi. Yuan qi literally means original qi. So kidney qi, so where the good sleep comes from. The good sleep nourish kidney. Kidney is the most yin organ in the body, and the yang is the daytime. So yang is nourished in the daytime, but the yin is nourished in the nighttime. So what we do in the nighttime, we sleep. So without the healthy sleep, there's no healthy kidney yuan qi. So this alchemy won't happen. So in the chest, the food essence, air essence, and then kidney yuan qi, the original qi is mixed, and then it's now they combine. Now they make this anti-pathogenic qi. Anti-pathogenic qi is going to the further divided into the two ways. One goes to the yin qi. Yin qi is a nutrition, so that's the one nourish the body. And wei qi is anti-pathogenic qi that runs and patrols the body's exterior, so your body is protected from the external pathogens. So wei qi is the guard that fight against the pathogens at the front, at the front of your land and your castle, and then you have a big land around the castle, and then Wei Qi stops the pathogens at the front of the edge of your property, right? And then the yin qi is like make your castle, inner castle strong. So in case, because if your Wei qi is weak and then you did get invaded into the body, then yin qi heals, yin qi fix and repairs the castles. Yin qi is the healing energy, Wei qi is the protecting energy. So what makes your anti-pathogenic qi poor? Unhealthy diet, right? Because here, if we have unhealthy diet here, we're not going to have a healthy stomach, because the stomach is an organ, spleen is an organ that's nourished by the body. So without the healthy food, no healthy stomach. Easy logic. 3 no's: cold, sugar, and dairy. Those are the 3 no's that I tell everybody. So the booster juice, they are cold. If they have a lot of berries, they will be sugary, or banana or dates, or not the dates, beets. And then dairy. Dairy is milk, cheese, cream. They are hard to digest by the stomach. Cold, because if the stomach is a warm organ, so if your food is cold, the stomach has to warm them up, and that's a lot of energy to do. If you always eat cold smoothie, you will have a cold stomach. You will have indigestion sooner or later. Cold also includes raw food. So salad is cold. If you're always cold, if your hands and feet are cold, and if you're a cold person, you shouldn't eat salad. These type of people, salad may gain them weight, because the salad will lower the digestive functions. Without the healthy digestion, no healthy absorption of the nutrition will be occurring. So as the result, they may gain weight. Sugar, obvious. No one should eat sugar. Obvious one, cookie to muffins and cupcake, but the kind of hidden one, like fruits or banana or those sugars. I'm not particularly talks about bread or a pasta or rice, that kind of sugar. I would first eliminate the obvious one. So the ice cream is worse. It's cold and it's sugary and it's dairy. And somebody asked me, what about the yogurt ice cream? It's still dairy. And somebody asked me, what about the coconuts? It's still cold and sugar. No one should eat anything cold and anything sugary. Eat while working. So eat habit. Eating hygiene. Like Canadians and Americans and Japanese too, they're all busy. They eat while you're doing an email or eat while you're on the go. The relationship between the food and then oneself is really distant, I feel. You need to really respect the food, when you eat the food. Skip breakfast. That's pretty bad. Skip breakfast because I don't have any appetite for the breakfast. There's a reason, and that reason should be corrected. Coffee before breakfast. Salad and smoothie. We talked about that. Yeah, so basically you should eat cooked food that's easy to digest. So soup is great. Noodle is great. Anything cooked And then if it's already smaller pieces, so you don't have to cook to digest in the big pieces, that'll be great. Lifestyle of the work hard, play hard. Another really bad life motto is YOLO. You only live once. Yeah. Work hard, play hard. Where's the rest? Without the resting, there's no good, healthy kidney original chi. So it will be hard to conduct the proper chi transformation. Excessive exercise. Excess exercise is needed because you need a good air intake in the lung. But the exercise that's recommended is a qigong or yoga or walk in the wood or something that's like a low, something that doesn't exhaust you. Yoga is great. Or qigong is great because you need a good air essence intake in the lungs. So both qigong and yoga, they do movement with the inhalation exhalation focus. Like the breathing exercise is a big component of the exercise. So that's why it is good. For men or women, obsessive weight training is really bad, which is also unnatural too. Like big muscles, like I feel it's outside of the good yin and yang balance. Because yin and yang needs to be 50-50 balance. So say if you get bulk up in muscle, with all excessive weight training, but the function of the muscle is how you use it. So if your muscle is just to show the yin and yang balance is off, because the ideally you want the muscle that has the best efficiency of the function of the what muscle is supposed to do. Interestingly, the Japanese baseball player Ichiro said the same thing. He during the off season when there's no games are going, when he was younger, he go to the gym and do the muscle training because he wants to be bigger. When he's bigger, he felt that maybe he can perform better, but he noticed that because he's known as an excellent batter, so. He noticed that when his muscles are bulked up and big, the speed to swing the bat is slower. So he did that for several years when he was younger. And one day he noticed bulking up muscles will reduce the speed. So the too much yin, the size of the muscles, which is a yin, is excess. So the yang, which is the function of it, goes down, because yin and yang is like it's a ratio. It's about the ratio. So that's interesting. So he doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't do the weight training. What's important is acquiring the muscle of the amounts that's the best amount. It doesn't reduce the speed, but it has the force to hit forward. So it's a yin and yang balance. Very interesting. But so that I don't really agree with the obsessive weight training. But the one exercise that I really don't agree is hot yoga. Awful hot yoga, because what hot yoga does is it makes you sweat so much that you lose the body fluid from the sweating. So hot yoga, you feel good because the heat is under the yang. So when you're giving the heat, yang is more stimulated. So in the hot room, things moves more in your body. So you do feel good. Things that was stagnated and causing you the sensation of the heaviness or sluggishness will be removed because the yang is stimulated. But to the point that now it's cooking the body fluid inside the body and it coming out from the sweat pore as a sweat. Now that's unhealthy. So what's worse with hot yoga? Hot yoga with smoothie. Awful. Oh, another worst thing is obsessive weight training and then go to sauna and then go to beer. That's really bad because obsessive weight training exhausts you and then you drink beer, so it's cold, so it lowers your metabolism. No, before that you go to the sauna, so then you sweat and then you drink beer and then chills the stomach, and then beer is a diuretic, so you just sweated a lot. And then you going to now urinate a lot. So your amount of the body fluid, and assuming you lost so much body fluid, sweat from the weight training, so your amount of the body fluid of the yin is so low that this is the type that who gets stroke after many years of doing this. So the stroke is the heat. The crump of heat aggressively went up to the head and then stared the mind, stares the shen, and stared everything. The yang and yin, when the yin and yang is balanced, yin controls the yang. But because the obsessive weight training and sauna and beer or hot yoga with smoothie or hot or even worse, hot yoga every day with smoothie will reduce your yin so much that you will have, unless you recuperate your yin from somewhere else, which you probably can, but you will have sooner or later some illness due to body fluid deficiency. Body fluid deficiency, when it's dried in the body, there's a lot of symptoms what happens. Body shaking, a tremor, or overwhelmingness in the head, in the mind, fatigue, physical or mental. Many symptoms can occur when your body fluid is scant. And stress and shock. So because stress and shock consumes the body fluid from your stomach. Stress does in a daily basis, and shock does in a massive way. In like that's the type that you witness something that PTSD is this type. You're shock that consumes the body fluid in massive way, in acute way, that it disturbs the body function, and that's a PTSD type. Now, this is how your anti-pathogenic qi gets reduced.